Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the final game of the night here at the Star Series SEA Qualifiers. I am Luminous, and I'm going to be joined by Aosin, and this is TNC versus Warriors Gaming Unity. Game 2. Game 1, we had TNC, I don't want to say stomping, but they were outplaying WG pretty hard. And it was mostly off the back of the Tim's Earth Spirit. And Steven, they did not ban it out.
Yeah, pack it up. Let's go home. Game's over.
Game's over. Tune in tomorrow. We got a faceless tomorrow. 3 sets of faceless.
It's like a lot of faceless, right? Yeah, they gotta catch up.
Yeah. So should we just start talking about faceless and what they did in Dota Pit, and how should teams prepare for them?
They start by banning Earth Spirit.
Okay. So now that they don't have Earth Spirit banned, at least they took out the Darkseer.
I think Darkseer is probably more threatening for most lineups. Sam H plays a beastly Darkseer, but Bad Rider as well instead of Earth Spirit. I'm very surprised about this.
Yeah, me too. Maybe Sam H has got this Bat Rider that we don't know about.
Probably, but I mean, Warriors Gaming, obviously a very strong team as well. I'm sure they'll come up with some kind of strategy to offset last game. They open up with Shadow Demon Sardar, and I think this is a good start. It's just completely taking a different route from their 5-man lineup. It seems like they're going to take the route where they go for pickoffs instead as well.
Yeah, Mirana's going to add to that. This seems to be the off lane and the support duo here for WG. I'm not sure if I'm just kind of recalling wrongly here, but have you also noticed that it seems like TNC always just draft Sam H and Tibbs' hero to begin with?
5 seconds.
I mean, we saw what it's capable of. If you got the option, why not, right?
I mean, like, for example, like Sand King here, right? It's not exactly it's a popular hero, but it's not 100% that the other team will take it. But it seems like they're comfortable drafting their off lane, essentially, which is very dangerous, right? Because you just show your opponent what your hand is, but you're just confident that they're not going to counter it, or they won't be able to counter it.
I think it's just one of those heroes. I feel like Sand King is just very similar to Darkseer in the sense that there isn't really a true counter to these heroes. Like, if the people end up picking it, if you end up with Darkseer or Sand King, there's not really anything people can pick to essentially stop you from doing what you're meant to do in a game.
Yeah, there's some like 1v1 matchups that are pretty brutal against those individual heroes, but that hasn't really been Warrior Gaming's way. They're mostly putting their safe lane in the safe lane, as opposed to like going offensive and giving a 1v1 versus Sand King. In either case, Crystal Maiden is going to be the follow-up here. I was actually like kind of jokingly saying like where did CM go yesterday? We did see one CM game, but how do you feel about CM as a support hero in terms of the role that she fulfills, especially versus like the more popular supports? Like, for example, Rubik. We see him every single game, and the TNC could easily pick it up here, but instead they go for the CM or let's say Venge instead. Why do you think the CM over the others?
For starters, you have Sand King and Earth Spirit. Both of these can utilize the mana like very, very well in the early game.
Okay.
You can constantly pressure. Earth Spirit really needs the mana. Sand King can definitely cause a lot of damage just spamming Burrow Strike. And she does have the cover of both of those heroes as well when it comes to using her ulti.
Okay.
And Slark comes out. And Slark is one of those heroes I was definitely considering for TNC because he's probably one of the better carries when you're up against core Mirana, and that's definitely going to be the case here.
So one thing to point out about the Crystal Maiden is that I don't think her ultimate is going to get a good mileage this game, right? You got Savage Roar from the hero and the bear to cancel it. Mirana easily could snipe it, and of course the Crush. Crystal Maiden is going to have to really find her footing, or maybe rely on Tim's Earth Spirit to just silence everybody before the freezing field comes out. And the other thing that you were mentioning is how do you counter Lone Druid? You treat him like a sniper, so heroes that are traditionally good against sniper, let's say Slark, Is that a good counter to Lone Druid, you think?
I think it's not bad, definitely. And even if you get the Savage Roar off, you could Dark Pact it. So if we might actually see some Blink Dagger build from Slark. I think it's actually pretty good here,
That's interesting.
especially against a Mirana as well.
We haven't seen a Blink Dagger build forever in Slark. It'll surprise me still because the Silver Edge upgrade is so good. But
Yeah,
I definitely see where you're coming from with the Blink suggestion.
I honestly think the only person I've ever seen really go for that build is Kyo Slark, and that's like the only one.
No, that's just Kyo though. Kyo is a special human being.
But you have to remember, TNC was MVP's favorite training partner, so they might have been picking up some tricks and tips from MVP.
Okay, fair enough.
OD is banned out. They don't want to deal with that again for that Mirana matchup.
You know, I'm thinking for another hero that could get up to Lone Druid's place quite easily. Oh, never mind, he's banned out. I was gonna suggest Earth Spirit. Sorry, Ember Spirit. But he's gone. What about somebody like more traditional, like let's say Queen, Puck, Quap,
I think Blink DK is actually really good here.
Blink DK, Dragonite.
Yeah.
Have not seen Cuckoo play that hero at all. And it doesn't really synergize with the rest of the team. I mean, apart from having
Sure
a
it does. Gives you a huge wall.
I guess.
And I think I think it's perfectly fine. You got Ember Spirit. I mean, you got Earth Spirit, Sand King, Slark. If you have a DK on top of it too, like, I mean, I think Warriors Gaming just gets run over. I think Queen of Pain is also decent here. Trying to think of other mids. Oh, they think. Oh, actually, the thing is, they completely slipped my mind. But this is probably just a support Mirana.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, Warrior Gaming needs a mid themselves. Alright, can I make a crazy suggestion for a mid? What if you go for a very defensive mid, like
Sniper.
Medusa, right?
Nah.
That makes it super difficult to go onto Lone Druid. Oh my god.
I'm a god. I'm so good. I am so good.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a wall.
Praise me. Thank you.
I mean, that's why I have
Thank
you
you.
here. That's why I have you here.
Because, I mean, I feel like if you have a Blink Dragon Knight, it's just another way to go on the Lone Druid, and even though the Lone Druid decides to target you, it's so difficult to kill off a Dragon Knight. It's good against Slardar, it's good against Mirana, it's good against everyone. And they do need someone who can buy those, like, tanky items, right? I think to see a pipe on Dragon Knight wouldn't even be out of the question if he gets, like, a really good start.
I feel like if he does get pipe, damage might be a bit lacking, right?
Alchemist.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. Well, we got ourselves a good final game here. I mean, Alchemist can make these supports' life very difficult. I know we've been praising Tim's Earth Spirit, but if Alchemist gets off his ult, now you're looking at two very mobile and tanky cores with the backup of Shadow Demon Disruption. TNC might have met their match with this draft.
It's definitely looking like a strong draft. So we're just going to have to see how well they can protect this Alchemist. Because if the Alchemist is uncontested, I mean, we all know how Alchemist turns out.
Right, but one thing we've seen from the TNC gameplay last game was they will contest you. Like,
Yeah, that pressure is insane.
They move around the map, I think, better than any other C team that we've seen here at the Star Series C qualifiers. To be said, though, we have not seen Faceless play yet. So, there we go. We got Ben playing the off-lane Slaughter. I think this is definitely one of his more comfort heroes. X-Nova playing the support Mirana. Ajit on the Lone Druid. Afu playing the Shadow Demon. And Nana going mid on the Alchemist. Meanwhile, on the dire side, we got Raven playing the Slark. In the mid, we got Tims holding on to his Earth Spirit. Sam H on that Sand King. Cuckoo on Dragon Knight. And last but not least, Rior on the Maiden. Anything
let's
out
see
of
how
the
this plays.
ordinary just yet that we're seeing?
anything out of the ordinary. Doesn't seem like it. All these lanes are kind of as we expected.
Yep. All right, so I got a newbie question to ask you. Okay. Why don't we see more alchemists? All right, this patch you have 4 bounty runes.
30 seconds to go.
You know, you could get a lot of gold with your Grievous Greed. Why do we only see him once, like every other, I don't know, 20 games or something? If that.
It's really hard for me to say. I think he's definitely not a bad hero. It's probably just teams not feeling very comfortable with the amount of pressure that could come out from the other team when you pick something greedy like an alchemist.
Ooh.
Like, you really have to commit
They're off.
Yeah, X-Nova.
to protecting.
Fortune.
Well, they got one of the best kind of way to protect him, which is running these kind of dual support rotations, making sure that, you know, if you're gonna try to gank out, you're gonna have to run past us. You're coming through. It looks like we did have like some big kind of war battle earlier here today, but is Rior gonna drop that sentry or not? It's gonna be off.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, this ward is actually a very, very good sentry because it can spot out the
This one.
potential block, and also that ward. But
The
when
mind
people
games,
know-
man. The next level
when
ward.
people know.
Yeah.
All right, Tim's missing his first roll. Look at this huge wave Cuckoo has.
It's okay. Easy last hits, easy denies. Cuckoo. Almost perfect on the first 2 waves. 7-2.
That's
Oh.
actually very impressive.
Tower going on Cuckoo. Speaking of which, looks like Ajit was able to pick up the first spot on the bottom side. Sorry for missing that one. Looks like Sand King being caught by, I imagine, the Shadow Demon disruption into the arrow
Yeah,
combo.
that's what it was. And well, this is like pretty much a free lane for Raven. I think this is where you want to have your Crystal Maid to get as much farm as she can in the jungle right now.
I mean, she probably doesn't ditch the lane completely, but like jungle in a nearby camp. And then come in for a little bit of harass.
Got to get that bounty rune first, though.
Back in the mid lane, Nana is actually dropping quite low, but so is Cuckoo. Both mids waiting for that bottle to be delivered.
Surprised to see Cuckoo not going for the salve. I think normally against Alchemist, you want to pick up that early salve.
Oh, interesting. He's got a full bottle, but he's gonna pop a shrine instead with his team. Okay. And looks like the gank's gonna come his way. Having a full bottle might be helpful to this gank. Assuming he doesn't get completely chain stunned. Nana dropping the acid spray. Disruption is gonna be there. Arrow being lined up. Should be an easy one. Almost actually missed it. Cuckoo. The stun duration is just way too long. He's gonna fire breathe to reduce some damage, but no cigar. Nana gets the last hit here.
Yeah, very nice change of pace coming out of Warriors Gaming. They don't want to sit back and, you know, group up, wait for that group up. They're just taking the game into their own hands right now.
Nice play here. Tim rolls in, kicks Nana back. The arrow, though, is going to hit Tim's right under the acid spray. Nova now going in, try to get some extra right-click damage. The creeps are helping out as well. Leaps forward, force out the Fairy Fire. I believe that was a couple of misses in a row. Did Cuckoo just bottle his ally? I think that's what happened. The place.
He did Fairy Fire as well. And he did already have a... Actually, I don't know if he had the tango going on already, but... Between the Fairy Fire and Cuckoo using the Breathe Fire to reduce his damage, that was just a... Really no way for the Mirana to get that kill.
Like you said, nice change of pace here. Oh, I thought Raven for sure was going to pounce up top. Maybe even force out a kill. Can they just kill Ben here? I mean, he does have a 4-man shield, but...
I don't think you can kill him here. He's way too tanky.
I guess because CM really doesn't have that much damage output. Alright, I need to watch this bottom lane.
Sam H trying to kill off Ajit, but Support duo. Right place, right time once again.
Oh,
Invis rune?
race for the invis. Nana picks it up.
Well, Tims and Rio are both smoked up here. See where they head off to with the smoke.
Well,
They might
mid-
actually just go mid.
Mid is not an option anymore, though, right? Like, you have to land the frostbite. Okay, stun.
It's right next to a sentry.
Frostbite.
That's the thing.
Ah, there you go. That's gonna be a kill.
Achieve one blade.
And this is why the TNC need to keep up. They need to keep up this pressure on this Alchemist. You definitely don't want him to have an easy time.
I mean, I would argue that he's already gotten an easy time. I say that though, the CS for Nan is actually struggling a bit. 14 CS to the 26 of Cuckoo. Like the adjustment that Cuckoo made to the skill build, instead of taking that 3rd point fire brief, that Dragon Tail setup was so key.
This is more or less the standard build now. The
2-1-2,
2-1-2.
okay.
Yeah. Because you absolutely need that Dragon Tail for the moment you hit 6. Because it's a very easy setup.
I mean, some player opt to like just keep Dragon Blood at 1 and just like get a little bit greedy with the nuke, but I hear you.
Yeah, definitely not here though. You're against an Alchemist.
Ooh, we have the first Midas build that I've seen here from the Lone Druid. He's not stacking anything onto his bear, like no boots, no Orb of Venom, so this is not going to be... Oh, arrow not going to hit up top. So this is going to still be the ranged Lone Druid build, but...
Oh, Raven, he's going back in. Tim
Okay.
catches
gonna
out
hit.
Ben.
Ben, 2-man crusher.
Dark Pact.
Rior trying to get in position. Frostbite is going to hit. Defensive Disruption is in position, but they should be able to get the kill. Raven, Ben juking to the right here. Can he actually get off another crush? It will be big. It's going to be a 2-man crush. Tim's first one to go down. Rior, second one to go down. Raven now being chased.
And Ben is still not dead.
Yeah, he is not... Okay. He has to die here, right? Like,
He has to die.
wait.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nice play by Raven.
Still, though, like,
That was really good from WG.
turning a kill around to 2 kills for your team. Nice.
And bottom lane, Sam H is not afraid of this Lone Druid.
Well, he did just see, like, a bunch of fight up top, so...
Yeah, but even then, like, most of the time when you're against 1v1 against a Lone Druid is a very, very strong 1v1 hero.
Nah, he's not gonna agree. Don't worry. So, what do you think about the Midas addition to the build? Because normally it's phase, Dragonlance into Maelstrom, right?
I mean, it's maybe it's that adjustment we were talking about. You know, they don't want to group up. They're just happy with what they have here. I mean, they do have an Alchemist as well, right? So it's a very greedy build.
Yep.
So you might as well go all the way with it.
Okay,
Just
well, I'm not sure
Farm
if
ring route.
any build would help him in this scenario. Just gonna get wrecked here by the TNC gang crew. Now X Nova in the enemy jungle.
Oh, they know Cuckoo is here.
Courier.
They need the stun to hit first.
Okay. There's gonna be a that
Oh.
arrow though. Who does he want? Who does he want? Cuckoo. Not exactly sure who he wants.
Now, there's no way you can chase. He doesn't have Dragon Form, so the stun isn't going to connect. Just coming off cooldown now.
A soldier's fortune.
Did they stack for Nana? Nana's level 8.5 all of a sudden. I guess they did stack for him.
I mean, probably taking all the bounty runes as well, right? He's like the highest net worth by a decent wide margin.
I mean, look at his build. This is the greediest build possible.
Radiant
Yeah.
bottom tower ain't a pretty sight, right?
Normally, I would say... Actually, no, this is actually fine.
This
I
is
see
the
a lot of
standard
teams.
Alc mid build, right? Like,
Bottom tower seen better days.
It's just that 1 point difference, but I've seen a lot of Alks just go for 1 point instead.
yeah.
And
Oh, you mean max
they are
asset
really...
Brewing a Radiant's
Yeah,
tower.
they are really giving him all of these bounty runes.
Yeah,
He's not even going for the standard armlet. He's going for that
straight radiance.
radiance,
Yeah,
straight up.
He's almost got the relic. Like, this is... Looking at this, I would be very worried if I'm a TNC fan.
Tower's done for.
Because this is not a good control for the Alchemist.
Oh, he unfortunately wasn't able to kill off both camps before the respawn.
Also not using his IT. Oh, there we go.
IT.
Yeah, man.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Alright, Cuckoo pressuring tier 2 with his dragon form. I think pressuring the towers is really, really important for TNC right now because I think this just isn't enough pressure.
Whew.
Everything missing.
Yo, X Nova. Well, that Michael Jordan leap gets out of trouble. I mean, they're pressuring towers. I just don't think it's enough.
Yeah, I feel like that's the case as well.
Like, I feel like getting towers is nice. Oh my god, they're getting really hard on Nana. Can we get a kick? Got him!
Oh,
Alright,
that
Samage.
is so unfortunate.
Gonna let it load. Let it loose. This is what they need. They need kills on Alchemist. I don't think getting any towers is... I mean, that's good, still, but... I think that kill is worth more than, like, a tower kill. Oh, Raven. No thoughts of a Blink Dagger. I mean, seeing Alchemist, you can't probably go Blink anymore because of the Radiance burn.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Sam H is actually pretty close to his Blink Dagger. If there's going to be a good time to strike, it would probably be when he gets the Blink Dagger and Slark finishes his Shadow Blade.
Yeah.
And then you just plant super aggressive wards and just keep fighting in their jungle. You don't want to give them the space to farm.
I mean, you probably don't even need Slark's Shadow Blade. Like, Slark is very independent. Like, he could go whenever at his own discretion. I think the Blink is probably the key factor here. The other important thing is I need to keep an eye out on Cuckoo's build. Like, I feel like Slark is a great damage hero, but I don't think him alone is going to be able to out-carry an Alchemist.
Against an Alch.
Yeah, so Cuckoo needs to go damage, which he is.
Yeah.
Like,
You might actually still consider, depending on how the next 5 to 10 minutes goes, he might actually still go for that Blink Dagger after his Armlet.
even against the Radiance?
Even against Radiance, yeah.
Okay. I think I'm a bigger fan of like a AC Rush here. You're facing it up against a lot of minus armor. Acid Spray, Corrosive Haze, Medallion likely coming out.
I think that's fine too, but I think after he goes to Armlet, regardless of what he goes, I think he actually does need a BKB. Alright, another smoke comes out of TNC.
Do you have to blink
Samus
yet?
does have his blink, yeah.
Okay, here we
Going
go.
straight towards mid lane. This is definitely the right place to be.
But Afu is already in position. He knows the gank is coming. Tim's is going to roll forward. He needs to... Well, the gank's revealed and they're going to just turn back.
Alright, this is where Nana just doesn't even show up in lane. Just go finish your Radiance in the jungle.
I mean, casual 150 gold bounty runes. By the way, Blink Dagger's up on Ben as well. Moonlight Shadow. They have protection. Yep, they see Afu. Nice silence here by Tims. That's going to be one kill. It seems like WG still wants to fight this. Ben's coming in. As soon as Ben reveals his invisibility, Sam H is going to strike. He's got an Invis rune. He's going to go right in and they blow up the Crystal Maiden. Alright, Sam H.
TNC have to be careful here. They need a back.
They see Nana. Nana's up on the high ground here. They're going to roll up, and here comes both of the AoE ultimates onto Nana. But is it going to be enough? No, the Fire Breath is going to take him out. Ben surrounded by a couple of heroes here. They have Burrow Strike coming down. Nice kick here. The arrow, though, goes onto the Sand King. Not going to be able to break Chain
Raven in the backline. He's getting more.
Yep. Do they have one more leap? Oh, Nova unable to leap away, and that fire burns the ass. Afu.
One more. He's out of stones.
Yeah. Well, that was a great fight by TNC. 4 hero kills, a tier 1, getting both the cores on the side of the Radiant. And I do believe they delayed the Radiance, right? Yeah. Nicely done.
Yeah. Perfect timing on the Shadow Blade. Slark comes in, perfect time, hits the backline with the Shadow Blade because they just completely don't expect it. And Lone Druid is not in any position to fight against the Slark.
Even though I think it might still pay off, this WG Gambit. I feel like drafting Alchemist and Lone Druid together, especially a Midas Lone Druid, is a tad too greedy, if you ask me.
I would definitely agree with you there.
It seems like they're getting away with it, so I don't know.
Yeah. Let's play a little more safely. Wait for that Radiance. The Radiance is ready now, up now.
So Cuckoo is combining what you and I are saying, right? I say Cuckoo needs more damage. You say he needs more control and initiation. Oh, Shadow Blade is a nice bit of both.
You gotta go invis to catch up the Syllabear. Arrow? Oh, Cuckoo. I mean, that arrow.
Oh,
they're
wait.
just gonna go for it.
Wait.
That arrow.
Wait, is this a chain set? Oh, he could get off his ult, I think. He needs to jump the hell out of there. Oh, but the Radiance burn
Radiance.
plus the acid. And now Sam H is in a lot of trouble. Sam H gonna also go down. What an arrow by X Nova. Just, I mean, I'm gonna say he guessed it. But it looked pretty good. Rior, that's gonna be the +1 here.
They had a ward to see the Sark.
Coming in from this side.
Yeah, that was very, very good arrow, but more impressively is the fact that the rest of the team were able to just commit to that
Yeah.
arrow hitting.
I mean, most of the time you hit an arrow like that, you're like, okay, well, let's just, nothing happens.
That's really deep. Yeah. But they knew what was up.
I mean, that's just not deep enough. Oh, Tim's gonna be in a lot of trouble. He's also gonna get picked off here, and now that's gonna be yet another kill. They want to fight this. It seems like Cuckoo does have a double damage. Okay, that's gonna be 1 kill. Buyback from Tim's. Do they have detection for this fight? That's the question. Arrow's gonna sit Sam H. Okay, they're gonna chase on Nana. Do they actually see him? Oh, Invis runs out here, and Nana gonna get caught. That pounce has to hit here. Nana gonna get pounced, and the rest of the team is gonna come in. Nana's gonna get picked. That was a buyback from Tim's, but well worth it when you pick off the Alchemist.
That double damage coming in the clutch for Cuckoo. And once again, we're experiencing that quick back and forth action from both teams.
Yeah, I feel like this game is perhaps the more like even games, one of the more even games we've seen today, though. Still, I think the economy game of WG is just running away with the show because Ajit has his Radiance running, sorry, Midas running, and then the Alchemist has the Radiance running.
TNC are doing very, very well though. Cuckoo is really, really farmed for DK. 16 minutes in, he has Armlet and a Shadow Blade. This is a lot of farm. And you know, if you're playing an Alchemist, you always want to be like really, really far ahead in terms of net worth. But he's on par with his DK. That is, in my opinion, pretty far behind.
Do you think skipping the armlet has like harmed his survivability in any of these fights?
Yes, I think it has.
Okay, because you know there's
he felt very safe, right? Like he was doing really well.
Right.
So I guess he decided, you know, I can take the greedier route, and then right as he makes that decision, he gets punished
multiple times. I mean, there are scenarios where like you just get caught out by like 4 people, and there's no matter what item you have, you just die there. But
oh, smoke! Lone Druid might get caught here.
Lone Druid, does he have the Savage Roar? Nova? Oh, Savage Roar is going to push a couple people away. He's going to straight up TB Crystal Maiden Ultimate. Do they have enough damage? Oh my god. Oh, they killed a bear! And then they kill him! Yo. Top lane, looks like we're going to have another fight going on. Sam H finds the Mirana. And all of a sudden, TNC strikes back. This is how you pressure this team. This very, very greedy team killed them. Killed them multiple times.
Oh,
they see Nana.
As well.
Rior does have the Frostbite. The TP gets cancelled, and Nana, he's in here for good. Okay, the stun. Not going to get him out, and that's going to be yet another kill by TNC.
And that's another kill for Raven. And
Wait.
DK has now overtaken the Alchemist.
Yeah, the courier also died. I think delivering an item or 2.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Well,
And all of a sudden, you know, we were talking about how the greedy draft was working. And not so much anymore. They are just falling further and further behind. And TNC are not going to have any issues like keeping up this aggression with all this like map control that they've gained.
I mean, on one side you could say it's TNC being very lucky that their smoke gangs are connecting. On the other flip side, you could say that WG just need to watch their positioning more because you had tier 1, you had an Alchemist behind a tier 1 tower. I don't know what he was doing there, but especially without the armlet, he needs to play much, much safer.
Well, he did finish his armlet, but I mean, I think he was just playing so aggressively because he saw Mirana getting ganked by 2 at top, and then Lone Druid getting ganked by 3 in his own jungle, he probably assumed like there's no way he's gonna get caught out, but he's overstayed his welcome.
I know we talked about the importance of Armlet, but since he got it as like the next follow-up item to Radiance, do you think something like a BKB would have been better?
Oh, definitely. Like, that you're just if you're gonna go greedy, like you actually have to stay greedy. If you're going for BKB, why would you even pick Alchemist in the first place, right?
Well, I'm just seeing how he dies to every fight, but if he has BKB, he wouldn't die. And then that's gonna allow you to go, you know, AC, Shivas, or whatever you need to go.
This is a very, very risky Roshan.
Yeah. Nana does have his ult. We'll turn it on right now. Here comes Cuckoo. They see him. Burrow Strike is going to hit Ben. That's their initiator. Here comes Tim's. Nice defensive disruption is going to come on Tim's. Gets stunned up, and he might just die before he casts anything. Does get off the ultimate. Rior letting it go, but not too much damage output. Meanwhile, on the back line, Raven just chopping everybody up. They isolate 3 of 4, and the rest of WG is shrining up. Samage still very healthy. Still has Epicenter to go. Gets eyes on a couple of these guys. Is he going to go in? That's the question. Nana comes in as well. Burrow Strike, Epicenter gets Shadow, but there's no backup. It's just going to be a 1v1 situation, but... Oh, our nice armlet toggle by Nana. Okay, Raven meanwhile gets yet another kill. Samage thinking about Burrow Striking in again, but Blink Dagger gets cancelled. Is he going to make a play? No. But that's going to be a... What is it? 4-0 for TNC?
All I know is TNC destroyed them in that team fight. They didn't lose anything.
Yeah. They get the Roche. And that was a very curious Roshan attempt by WG. I mean, let's agree that they were behind, which they were behind. But were they that behind that they needed to make a desperate Roche attempt under the vision of TNC?
I think it was a decent attempt, but I think they definitely overestimated their damage. Like you have a Slardar, but that was still such a slow Roshan.
You had Slardar, you had Acid Spray.
Yeah, like you would. This is the kind of draft you would expect a really fast Roshan to be.
Raven. Oh, here comes the pounce. Nana pops the ultimate. The arrow is gonna hit on the backline. Raven though does Dark Crack it off immediately. Oh, that's gonna be a deny, but it doesn't matter. Get the kill. Ben gonna be on the run. He's in the trees, but he cannot blink away because of the urn. Kick, that's gonna find him. Nova's gonna grant vision, and that's gonna be yet another double kill for TNC.
And once again, Nana goes down. He's not making any progress on his items.
Yeah, and he's falling further and further behind in terms of net worth.
And Cuckoo, he's picked up his BKB already. Like, how do you even deal with Cuckoo at this point?
I mean, look at Lone Druid. I guess he doesn't have actually that much. I mean, normally at this point you have the Mjolnir finish without the Midas.
He's not even going for that Mjolnir either. He's going for that Hurricane Pike. It's just gonna be a severe lack of damage coming out of Warrior Gaming.
Do you know if you could push yourself out of pounds if you target Hurricane Pike for the double pushback?
If you're a pounce, no, you can't.
You can't, right?
Get out of it.
I mean, the normal
Has to be
force
like a
staff.
blink.
Okay. Raven. He sees Ajit.
Oh, he sees Ajit.
Okay, Nova's
Nova, this is definitely the kill here.
It's
Yeah,
all.
he ain't going anywhere.
Oh wait, he gets off the ultimate. Savage Roar's gonna give them a little bit of extra movement speed and run away. Dragon Knight though, Nana, what are you doing? He gets defensively forced back. The kick though has him, and they just get him dead. I think he missed an armlet toggle.
Everyone gets caught by Tim's.
Yep, Magnetize going in a couple here. The bear goes down here, and Ben just melts, even with the Shine regen. And now Ajit will get a lot of movement speed and just run the hell out of there. But the bear, that's just the second bear. Raven's going deep. Alright, don't let the bear go this time around. Cuckoo needs to shadow play out. Everyone's super low, but they win yet another team fight.
This TNC snowball is insane. I actually am not too sure how you can actually farm your way back into this game, because Alchemist doesn't even have Manta right now. And if you don't have the Manta, it's very difficult to push out the lanes for your team to farm.
Oh, he's got the BOT finish, but as we saw in multiple occasions, being outside the map is just not safe.
Alright, X-Nova, 800 away from his Scepter, but is it really going to amount to anything?
I mean, normally when Mirana gets up a Scepter, she's able to like split push and force out the pressure and everything, but I feel like that's not fulfilling any holes that the team is having, right? Because Alchemist could already do that. Like, this Scepter just represents a little bit more damage output in fights, which is what they need, but I feel like they just need to survive as well. Which is not what's happening.
The cores on TNC are just out of control right now.
Yeah.
Like, did you see how fast everyone died? Cuckoo almost has some Hyperstone already. How does the DK farm this quickly?
I mean, he's killing people. He's 8-1 and 8. Or, sorry, he's 11-1 and 2, excuse me. The 8-1 and 8 was only the Slark. #1 net worth.
Looks like the cores on TNC are having a good time.
I mean, and you said that he should get a hood. I'm just saying.
I said that he could.
He could get a hood.
I don't say he should. I said he could.
Alright. He ain't getting any hoods.
Why would you need a hood when you're this far ahead, though?
Yeah, just stomping kids. Moonlight Shadow comes through. They see the Crystal Maiden. But is Crystal Maiden really the one you want? Or is it the Dragon Knight that's killing your team?
Oh,
Ben
so
gets
strong.
a stun. BKB. Ben. Oh my god, one hit away. Fire Brief. Oof. A little bit short. Back in the other side of the map. Raven. Oh, he sees Nana. Nana, run, my friend. Sweet child. Run for your life. Tim's is on your butt. And that's going to be another kill.
Well, the creep wave is a little far behind, but they're just going to go top. Dragon form is still up on Cuckoo, and once again, what is your answer to this massive Dragon Knight? He just BKBs and your team just is completely powerless.
Okay, good arrow. Tim's gonna dark pack it off immediately. Well, whatever fight that they want to have, they definitely need the Alchemist back. Here comes the bear, and they're gonna just pop drums and hit buildings. Look at this. Okay. Cuckoo runs away. Dragon form's out. They glyph. And TNC, are they gonna back off from this? No, Raven runs the racks. Okay, disruption. Wow, that silence! He expects the slaughter to come in! And he was right. Damn it, Tims.
He's just too good at Earth Spirit. You gotta ban it. Just gotta ban it.
I mean, you did actually say, like, let's just pack it up. And go home, which is, you know.
Oh, Cuckoo changes up his build, doesn't go for the AC anymore. Ends up going for the Maelstrom.
Yeah, Mjolnir.
Once he gets to Mjolnir, that damage output is going to be insane.
I mean, Mjolnir versus Radiance is great. Like, that thing is going to be constantly proccing. And this is, I think,
Raven.
the first 7-patch game that there is no Helm with the Dominator. Because normally it's just so common to have like random creeps running around the map. Both carries getting one.
Oh, that's a good point.
So.
Nana's getting closer to that Manta. I think he actually really needs his Manta if they want to stand a chance in this game. It's their only hope of pushing out the lanes.
Well, pushing out the lanes in a safely manner, right? Because
yeah,
right now every time they try to go on push, they're dead.
Yeah, especially since you're against.
Wait, you come to slay the dragon?
It's because there's like 2 Shadow Blades running around as well. There's no way you're gonna safely push out lanes.
Yeah. I mean, normal logic says like, oh, you have 1 Shadow Blade, the second player shouldn't get the Shadow Blade because detection gets, you know, more effective. But when the map is stretched so wide and you're just getting picked off so many times because of the Shadow Blade, the Blades have definitely paid for themselves.
Alright, they know Cuckoo is up here. Can all 5 of them kill him? I honestly do not think they can.
Depends if you BKB or not. Oh, not if you
Okay.
lose the Shadow Demon. Pops the BKB. Ben is also dead.
They are cutting off the wave. Nana is all the way up here.
Raven's inside the base, and Ajit is going shit as he gets gangbanged by 3. And now they're going to go on the Raxus. Alright, do they even have creeps in the base? Looks like they died, but it doesn't matter. That's going to be the melee Rax. The mid Rax is going to be siege under as well. Alchemist, where you at? Your base? Come defend your base.
No, he's here. He just can't defend.
Okay.
They're so desperate now that he can't even go for the Manta. He's just going for the
SM1.
matchup.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to be enough here. X Nova is going to die in a couple hits. Okay, actually waits out the pounce and
silence.
leap out, but the Crystal Maiden ultimate, the Sam H ultimate. That won't be enough. Tims might die to the tower. He will die to the tower, but the GG is called, and TNC flexes the muscle. Takes down a easy 2-0 against WG.
I honestly was really expecting, like you said, like way more evenly matched, but I'm not so sure anymore. TNC just annihilated them.
Yeah. I mean, there was a stage of the game where we're both looking like, okay, this is kind of getting ugly for TNC. Nana's got the early Radiance, Ajit's got the Lone Druid Midas. Like, this is looking scary. We were even saying that we thought they got away with the Creed. And then I think, like, somebody flipped the switch in TNC and they were just...
It was just that timing on the Blink Dagger.
And the Shadow Blade?
Yeah, and the Shadow Blade. And then it took that one good team fight mid,
Yeah.
and that just snowballed them out of control.
I think the only team fight they actually, like, did okay, like WG, was that one random arrow that hit Slark, right? And everyone just went for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really the only mid-game fight that TNC lost. But yeah, with this, we're gonna have TNC comfortably within the first slot in the group. But it ain't over yet. Tomorrow we got Faceless versus Execration, Faceless versus TNC, and Faceless versus Fnatic. So there should be 3 very, very good sets, very exciting sets coming away, especially with the Faceless versus TNC matchup. That will decide the number 1 seed of the group. And that's going to be coming up tomorrow. Same time, same place. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the broadcast. You can catch Aosin at Aosin Dota or at Twitch TV/Aosin Trash. And you guys know where to find me. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the cast. We'll see you tomorrow. And until next time, this is Aosin and Luminous. And we are signing off. GG, guys.